When You Trap a Tiger, written by Tay Taylor, Chapter 16. Hyped up on new plant energy, I run upstairs to tell Sam, barely awake. She's sitting up in bed with her laptop perched on her knees, wrapped in the glow of her screen. I rush over to her and push her laptop closed, snapping it shut like the jaws of a tiger. She pulls her finger back and stares at me, eyes wide. But before she can get mad, I say, Sam, there might be a way to make harmony better. In story, she told me. No, Sam interrupts. The word thumps against my chest, heavy and cold. Not right now, please. I'm just not in the mood for stories now. Stories want you to believe that magic's real, and it's just not. Actually, I'm afraid of what she'll say when I tell her, but I don't want to hold the secrets by myself. I'm not sure it's just a story. She sighs. Lily, what are you talking about? I think a tiger, like from Story, actually came to me and talked to me. And Sam, tiger wasn't enrolled yesterday. When how many you know? She's silent for so long that I think maybe she saw the tiger too. Maybe she thought she was the only one, and now she relieves. But then she says, you need to get it together. This is some kind of mental distraction or something, because what you're saying is impossible. Things are only impossible if we believe they're impossible. The tiger, Lily, she snaps, tugging at the white streaks in her hair. Just stop with this tiger stuff, okay? There's actually real life stuff going on right now. Don't make it worse. Where is the Sam from grocery yesterday? The sister who wanted to hear her stories. I should have known that wouldn't last long. Yeah, you're right, I lied. I probably imagined it. I'll see you later. I'll turn away from her as I change out my pajamas and into jeans and sweatshirts. I can't find Ricky. I can learn how to hunt a tiger, and I don't need Sam's help. Sam says, where are you going? Nowhere. Wait, Sam says. They pretend not to hear her, and I thunder back down the stairs. I tell Mom I'm going out, that I don't want to talk anymore. She tries to stop me, but I don't listen. I run until I reach the happy library doors, and then I take a few deep breaths, steadying myself. I have to do this. Harmony needs me. I grab the handle, yank the door open, and slip inside. Joy's sitting at his desk, and I assume he doesn't want to talk, but he stops me as I pass. Lily, he clears his throat, halfway between a grunt and a gumbo. I just want to say you had a good idea. Oh, I say, briefless. I have no idea what he's talking about. For a second, I think he discovered my tiger plan, but of course that's impossible. His mustache twitched. Jensen said you suggest a bake sale. Not sure how much money that would actually raise, but it doesn't seem like a good way to get the community engaged. Oh, I repeat, when I suggest selling the cupcakes, I didn't realize Jensen had taken me seriously. That's good. He nods in a way that says, this conversation is over. Are Ricky and Jensen are today? I asked. He gestured to the back of the library, and I make my way through the stacks until I come to a cluster-up table. Ricky and Jensen are sitting together with an open notebook, a pile of flashcards, and an empty pudding cup between them. Ricky looks up and grins. Today he's wearing a beanie that says beans, pulled down to his eyebrows, and if he feels awkward after the grocery store incident, he doesn't show it. Maybe that's a superpower. The unpleasant, uncomfortable things don't bother him. Lizzie, he shouts. It takes me a second to realize he's talking to me. And Jensen smiled apologetically. It's Lily, she corrected. Hi, Lily. How are you? I'm good. My words come out a little shaky. I'm nervous now. But what? Because what I'm about to ask makes no sense. It's impossible, and now I'm going to ask anyway. Before I can, Jensen says, I've been meaning to tell you about the bake sale. I didn't want you to think I stole your idea and didn't give you for credit. Oh, I don't. But you can help make flyer and setup and stuff. She smiled wide. All her freckles lighten up. I'm helping too, Ricky says. Then in a dramatic whisper, he adds, we'll go free cupcakes. Yeah, sounds good. I say, cool, Jensen says. Now Ricky and I have to get back to tutoring. So, Ricky shoves his notebook aside and leans forward. So Lily, sit down. Tell us your whole life story. When did you discover the love of the tiger? How do you really feel about Lucky Charms? Spare no details? Well, I start. He mentioned tigers, there's an opening there. Somehow, if I can just shift the subjects, Ricky stopped, Jensen says. And then to me, ignore him. He's just trying to get out of tutoring tension. Ricky's eyes bug. No, Jensen, I'm serious. I'm making a friend. Adam is at camp, and Connor's traveling around Italy. And I must be socialized. Jensen snorts laughs. You must review these flashcards. I'm about to get dismissed, so I interrupt with the first thing that comes to my mind. Jensen, can I have a pudding too? She blinks. It's rude, I know, but I need a second along with Ricky. Jensen covers her surprise with a smile and standing up. Sure, Lily. I'll grab you one. Ricky desperate for a quick break. Anyway, she raises her eyebrow at Ricky to emphasize. Quick. Then ask if I want chocolate or vanilla. Vanilla, thank you. I want to hug her hard, but that seems a little over to the top for pudding. Another chocolate for me, please, Ricky says. Jensen sighs and head up to staff room. The tutoring isn't because I'm stupid, Ricky said as soon as Jensen leaves. It's just because I don't have a word brain. That's why. We're a number one, I guess. But I'm going to be a biologist. I have a very intuitive understanding of human psyche, he says, as if he reciting something he read online. I'm very good at reading people. Oh, I say, okay, I have to get him on topic before Jensen comes back. But he goes on. It's why Jensen and I are such good friends, because she wants to be a journalist, so she also needs a good understanding of people. We both really know how to talk to people. Actually, you said your grandpa was a tiger hunter, I blurt. He frowns. Well, I didn't say that exactly. I'm not supposed to talk about stuff like that. How did he do it? Ricky stares at me, silent for once. I mean, hypothetically. Obviously, not actually, but like if someone were to catch a tiger. Ricky nods, trying to make sense of me. Right, you're really in a tiger, aren't you? But tigers are majestic creatures, and they're endangered. They really shouldn't be hunted. Oh, I know, yeah, definitely. I'm not going to, but I'm worried going to. I'm talk too quickly. That I'm afraid I might scare him. But Ricky doesn't seem too alarmed. She shrugs. Well, I don't really know the details. I never knew my great-grandfather, and my family doesn't talk about the part of his life, so who knows? Disappointment slices straight through me. Obviously, he doesn't know. This was such a stupid idea. I thought I could be a hero, that I could actually help, but I'm just me. I try to hold all my emotions inside so Ricky can see, but I feel a hot rush of tears building behind my eyes. I squeeze them shut and try to breathe. Oh no, Ricky says, shifting his seat, looking horrified by my reaction. I can't still help. Maybe, do you like hunting or something? I shake my head, trying to get myself under control. I need to get out of this situation and go home and think up a plan B. Not hunting, really. I just want to know how to catch a tiger, I guess. But I was just curious. It's not a big deal, I'm gonna go. Wait, don't go. You look so... He pauses, cheeks going pink. Never mind, I say, just as he says. I know. He reached in his backpack and pulled out a thin, colorful magazine. No, not a magazine, a comic book. I lean closer to see the title. The Adventures of Superman, Doom Trap. Ricky grins. We could make a trap like a pit to catch tigers. It will be so cool, see? He opens the comic to a dog-eared page and shows me the drawing of Superman trapped in a giant metal box and web of red laser beam. I don't think I didn't do something like that. And also, I stare at the illustration. It's Superman, the good guy. Doesn't he break out of that trap? Ricky frowns. And he's the one who looks disappointed. Oh, yeah, I guess. I just meant he looks down and stuffs the comic book back into his back. Sorry, I know this wasn't what you were looking for. My dad always tells me I get too excited about things, and my friends don't really get it when I talk about comic and stuff. So yeah, I understand if you think it's weird, and now I feel guilty for causing this whole situation in the first place. It's not weird, it's just I stop myself before I say, it's just not what I was looking for. Because actually a tiger trap exactly what I was looking for, obviously. I can build a trap out of metal and laser. Obviously, it's ridiculous to use a comic book as a how-to guide, but it's not as ridiculous as trying to trap a magical tiger. Ricky is someone who makes things happen. He acts without overthinking. If I want to catch a tiger, I need to be more like him. Actually say, I don't have steel and laser. Do you think I could build a trap with normal stuff? His eyebrow shoots way up. Wait, are we actually building a tiger trap? I clear my throat. Well, me, not we. And I don't know. He wiggles with excitement. If you're making the trap here, I have to do it with you. I shake my head. I don't want to disappoint him again, but I don't think that's a good idea. He leaned forward, nearly falling out of his chair. Lily, I have to... That sounds so fun. And besides, I know way more than you. I read so many comics books, and plus, I've probably inherited knowledge from my great-grandpa, like in my blood or something. I will be an excellent resource. I bite my lips. It's not that I don't want to be his friend. It's just that most people probably wouldn't understand the whole magic talking tiger part of this. I don't know, Ricky. He droops. Oh well, that's okay then. You don't have to invite me if you don't want. Now, I'm really hoping for Jensen to come back, but she's still in the staff room, and I have to stand here feeling way guilty. Maybe inviting him wouldn't be so bad. I don't have to tell him what the trap is actually for, and maybe it would be nice to have some help from someone who isn't so that's bothered by why of things. Fine, I say, and his whole body goes electric. Sitting straight up. Really? I'm so excited. This is gonna be epic. He makes an explosion gesture to show epic. I'm so glad you said yes, because now making a tiger trap is in my head and it will not leave, right? I say. I have to stop by home to get supplies after tutoring. Will I be at your house as soon as possible? Jensen said, you live across the street, right? You mean today? I ask. Don't you have to ask your dad? Oh, he won't notice. I'm gone. He tears a piece of paper out of his notebook and scrambled his phone number. But before he can hand it to me, Jensen comes back with the pudding. Ricky hides the scrap of paper in his fist, and I shoot him in a be quiet. Look. He nods and mimics zipping his lips shut. He tries to look serious, but his big grin busted out, and he particularly radiates excitement. Jensen frowns. What's going on here? Nothing, Ricky and I say at once, which is probably a little suspicious. Jensen about to grill us more, but something stops her. She looks over my shoulder and her eyebrows rise. I turn to follow her gaze. Sam standing behind me, arms folded across her chest, glaring at me with her black-rimmed eyes. She's angry.